everybody to be down here and everybody to be together. Unfortunately, that's not the case at this moment.
Wendy Williams' brother started a YouTube live on the morning of his father's 92nd birthday, thanking everyone for their well wishes while also insinuating that Wendy Williams did not attend her father's 92nd birthday. To add gasoline to the fire, Tommy Williams later revealed exclusively to The Sun that his family attended his father's birthday party, which Wendy was unable to attend. He claimed that his sister's focus was never returned to the family, particularly their father. And there is the sorrow of it all, the TV star's sibling says. She's preoccupied with what everyone else is preoccupied with how her life is unfolding. Be a family member, be a daughter, but I suppose she won't be either. Tommy remarked that his sister would be a show host, but that being a daughter was a better profession for him because their parents handled everything. That's the painful part of it all, and it is what it is. But it's not slowing his vitality down or his zest for life and joy. He added, Tommy also questioned his sister's supposed podcast, which she had been talking about for over a year. As he put it, there is still nothing new on the podcast front, so I don't know what her focus is. Everyone has their own choice on how they want to break their bread, and if she never wants to work again, that's fine too. She's in that position. Wendy was able to celebrate her father's birthday last year and even shared loving images of him on Instagram, unlike his 92nd birthday, which she missed. Thomas was photographed sitting on a brown sofa wearing a checkered shirt. Through his glasses, he smirked as he looked across at his daughter. Wendy sat across from her father, her hand in his. The two were still smiling in the next snap as they continued their reunion. Wendy added the following caption, Daddy's 91st birthday, enjoying it in the most relaxing way possible. Wendy was in Florida working on her health during her season-long hiatus from The Wendy Williams Show, which marked the end of her historic television run. Wendy's brother reported that she ceased associating with them after she got better and left Florida. According to the younger brother in an exclusive interview, Wendy hasn't been communicating as well as they had planned. He claimed everyone in the family was straining to overlook her absence, but it was very tough for their father. He indicated that he thought Wendy ought to contact her father or simply let him know how she was doing because he was already in his 90s, and while still in great shape, Wendy was missing out. He considered it far more traumatic because Wendy never communicated during the month of their mother's funeral, which she did not attend. Thus, she missed out on deepening her relationship with her father. Tommy added, "We'll see what the holidays bring. If a sporadic trip to Florida appears, that's terrific, but I'm guessing it won't because if she's coming, the conventional behavior is to communicate, to let someone know you're going down for the holidays." Tommy remarked that he avoids discussing his sister with their father since it has become a complex problem. He said he always thinks of Wendy, and he knew his father did as well, which was especially troubling because every time Tommy asked their father if he'd heard from Wendy, he'd say no, and Tommy could see the misery in his eyes. Wendy's brother said, "This is the holidays. This is the point where I'm going to be on the attack and lambasting her behavior because the biggest gift my father could have is knowing his daughter is doing okay, or at least what the official status is of Wendy." He became increasingly frustrated as the days passed because Wendy's absence and lack of touch was causing a schism. He claimed Wendy didn't need to speak or bring anything, she only needed to show up and appear like a family member. Wendy appears to have stopped speaking with close family members, according to a close family acquaintance who said in a Sun article that Wendy had stopped communicating with her son, Kevin Jr., after her return from her rehabilitation in Malibu. According to an insider, Wendy has not reached out to her son since she left the rehab. While she was in treatment, they were talking, but the minute she got out, the communication stopped. Wendy's brother seems to enjoy putting his sister in the spotlight, having previously accused her of failing to attend her own mother's funeral while accusing her of abandoning their father. Wendy Williams' mother, Shirley Williams, died in 2020, which Wendy openly discussed on The Wendy Williams Show. Her brother revealed that while Williams did not attend their mother's funeral, her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, did. Tommy bemoaned, saying, "My mother always said stand by your family and your sisters, but what makes somebody not go to their mother's funeral? I don't understand not giving a salute to the one person who was always there and showed you support." He noted that he couldn't understand how someone could go to a funeral and then move on, holding up the one person or family member they had left or the parent they had left. Wendy Williams appears to have gone to her mother's wake with her son Kevin Jr. but did not attend the funeral. Wendy allegedly told Tommy she was leaving town on the day of her mother's funeral but lingered and had lunch with her ex Kevin Hunter. Williams also thanked Hunter for attending his mother's funeral. Despite the pain he caused Williams' sister, Hunter insists there are no hard feelings between them. He expressed gratitude to Wendy's ex-boyfriend Kevin for showing there to support the family. He added that he had no ill will against Hunter and that, despite Hunter's terrible mistake with his sister, he appreciated him attending his mother's funeral. Despite her brother's accusations, we all know Wendy has had a terrible couple of years after her divorce from her ex-husband, Kevin. Wendy lost her iconic daytime talk show and had a financial guardian appointed as a result of a litany of health issues. Wendy also checked into a Malibu rehab facility for severe alcohol usage and remained there for 2 months to deal with her addiction. Wendy ran into financial trouble in January when Wells Fargo banned her accounts and indicated in case files that they suspected Wendy of financial exploitation, dementia, or unlawful influence. When she went to court, she was assigned a permanent financial guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, who was in charge of her assets. Wendy's son, Kevin Hunter Jr., alluded to the guardian's rigorous control over his mother's income when he was evicted from his opulent condo after his mother's finances were frozen, rendering him unable to pay his excessive $6,800 monthly rent. According to a source close to the case, Kevin Jr. was not enrolled in college in the spring, which made it difficult for him to access money set aside by Wendy to help with his schooling. The Guardian reportedly reasoned that since the 22-year-old child was not enrolled in school, he could look for work. Wendy appears to have greater control over her finances today, and despite everything she has been through, she appears to be attempting to re-establish her life by claiming she will be hosting a podcast. Wendy appeared at a WBLS radio station event in New York, promising the audience that the Wendy Experience podcast would be launched in the coming weeks. But in response to a comment call, Wendy's spokesman informed the U.S. Sun that they wouldn't define a time range and would only declare it's coming soon. Wendy's podcast was also in the works, according to the publicist. Wendy is excited to go out there and is creating a product that is exact and embodies her and her fanbase's requirements. Everything good takes time. Instead of waiting for Wendy to show up while she is still healing, her brother and family might either give her time to reach out to them or reach out to her themselves. Wendy Williams' brother can't just pick up the phone and contact her, one Twitter user wondered. Why does he keep making videos in which he addresses her? Another admirer chimed on, saying Wendy Williams' brother is attempting to make a career for himself off of her name, and he's using their mother's debt to do so SMH. Wendy's brother had Wendy Williams' brother in his Instagram bio. Keep in mind, however, that this video is based on hypotheses and personal opinions and should not be treated as fact. That's all for now. Till next time, bye!